This video today, but I'm not going to be on here long because it's Saturday suppers and my guest is going to be a smidgen late. So that gives me enough time to film this video. We are updating the budget and the savings challenges. I've also picked journal winners. So I wanted to make sure, oh Lord, oh bless it. When the people fall down, we fall down. But I pick them back up. Praise the Lord. Okay. Y'all jump in now. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. All right. Are we here? We here. I'm here. Listen. And I'm giving away journals. Let me see. Susan Corrington. If you're watching or if you will see this later, I sent out your package went out today. Sorry, I was late. Didn't get to the post office. Sometimes I just don't get. Hey, ma'am, how are you? Okay. We're good. Hey, Kara, very good. We're going to be doing our giveaway winners. I'll wait for a few more people to come in for that part. But we're going to update these challenges and update this budget because I have not updated the budget, but I have written down the budget on this piece of paper. I have had a couple of deposits come in, and so I want to make sure that I put in all of my funds because I want to make sure that I am allocating all the things. This is 2024. We're doing a new thing in 24. We're being very accountable for our finances and all of those types of things. So for me, let me know if you are participating in the savings challenge. Put that in the chat. If you are participating in the savings challenge, put that down in the chat. I'm going to start with our change. Y'all, this is heavy. It don't look like it's a lot in here, but it's pretty heavy. Just imagine when it get real full. When it gets full, I'm going to take it to the bank, cash it out, and put that money in the account. So this is what I have here. Most people will say to me, Shakima, I can't save. I don't have anything to save. Okay, well, when your situation puts you in a situation where you got to save, you're going to find nickels, quarters, pennies, dimes. Okay, so I'm looking in here. This is all my little few change. I got 15, 20 cents in change. It's going in, right? That's what I got. The other thing that I have is I've got my crossbody bag that I carry around a lot. Thank you, Angela, for putting me on. Honey, she hooked me up. She was like, girl, I got this bag. I got it from Amazon. I was like, oh, that's cute. And so inside of my bag, and I'm digging in this thing like it's a couch. I've got some change here. I got some lipstick too. Throw that back in. Got some trash. Y'all, don't come for me. But I'm digging in the bottom of this bag and I'm pulling out more change, right? Because this is not my main method of saving. But I know me that if I have any money, then I'll be like, oh, I can spend that. I'm scraping stuff together trying to spend stuff. Y'all, listen, it's real out here in these streets, but I know my life. Okay, that was all my change. Hey, y'all. Very good. And so, yes, ma'am. I mean, I think I'm praying for all of us to have enough, what I want to say. We want to have enough self-discipline to not always have to buy something, right? I go to stores and I'm like, oh, I need one of these or one of those. So what I've started doing now is I'm going specifically to the section I need. That's it. When I'm doing groceries, I try to stay away from Walmart because Walmart sucks you in. They have got this plan together. Walmart knows that if you need groceries, you're also going to the clothing section, and then you might need some toiletries, and then you might need some tires, and then you might need, Walmart will get you. So I go to Food Lion or Harris Teeter because it's specifically a grocery store. I can get a few other things, but it is a grocery store. But if I go to Walmart, the temptation is real, and I'm not going to be tempted. Not in Jesus' name. Oh, no. Hey, y'all. Okay, I got 75, 85, 95, $1.03 in change. That's all going in my change bucket. Now, that's all the change. Honey, a change is going to come as soon as you start putting your change in a peanut jar. I'm in a pretzel jar. Now, remember, we filled this thing up several times, and I'm tempted to take it now and see how much is in there, but I'm just going to wait till we get it full. Then I'll take it to the bank, and we'll deposit that money. So that's that. Oh, nice. See, you got to stay the course. Melissa, don't leave this live. Don't leave this live, girl. Okay. So my journal winners, I did the journals. Remember, Miss Lovely sent me 2 journals, and she sent these for the giveaway. Oh, Lord. Oh, bless it. And he said unto me, put me back in this book. Yes, he did. Okay. Right. So she sent 2 journals. And since I see that one of you lovely people are here, I'll let you choose. Okay. I have a blush pink and I have a darker pink. So my winners are Melissa Moorhead Moore. You're one of the winners, lovely. So tell me which one in the comments you want, the blush pink or the darker, like a mauve pink. And then Another Day, Another Thing. That was my other winner. So Melissa Moorhead Moore, and then Another Day, Another Thing. That's their name. So you 2 persons are my winners. Melissa, since you're here first, let me know, or you were the first one chosen, which one of these you want, and I'll send the other 2. Hey, Veronica, good to see you. Okay. And then also send me an email to one mom, 2 girls, 2 boys, 8 in all, where I can send it to you. Now, I'm going to try my very bestest to get it out next week. Trying it. The blush pink one, so the lighter one. This is Proverbs, Trust in the Lord. Very good. Okay. You're welcome. So just remember to send me that to one mom, 2 girls, 2 boys, 8 in all at gmail.com, and I will get you. I'm going to try my hardest for next week. Now, the other savings challenges, let's go to, I'm doing $50 and $100. Those are my, now you got Brenda and Bridget in here acting like they ain't got no home training. You know what? I don't even know who it is at my house, but I'm telling you, the dogs are going crazy. It is Saturday supper day around here. And so some of our guests might be here early. They'll be okay. Okay. So I'm doing $50 challenge. That's going to save me $3,000. And I'm doing $100 challenge. That's going to save me $1,000. $6,000. I'm sorry. $100 is going to save me $6,000. Remember, every one of these envelopes have 60 circles on the back. I'll show you one that's not marked on already. Every one of the savings challenge envelopes that come from Conversation. So those of you who use my link, it helps me, gives me a little bit of a kickback. I make a little percentage, but there are 60 circles on the back of her envelopes, and you're just going to cross off each one as you save. This is the $5 challenge, and that's going to save you $300. So this year last year I did the $20. This year I picked $50 and $100. Now I was already able to put in $300 because I got I'm doing the low spend, no spend January. So I took out $100 for groceries. The other $300 I put in my envelope. Since then, I've been able to add in $2 more $100. So I've already saved $500 in my $100 envelope. My goal this month was to save $600. So I've already saved in my $50 envelope $350. So that's $650. I am above my goal for January. I have saved $650 just in these 2 envelopes alone. And today is January the 6th. I'm not done saving yet, but I have made a conscious effort to put my money where my mouth is. I said I'm saving because I want to do this. Why are you saving, Shakima? This money right here, the 6 and 3 is $9,000. This is going into my 3 to 6 month savings plan, or my 3 to 6 months, which is baby step number 3, to save up 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. $9,000 is 3 months worth of expenses. I then want to save another $6,000, which will give me 5 months of expenses. So about $15,000 was my goal for this year, but I'm already at $650. If I save $650 for 10 months, that'll put me at $6,500 after 10 months of the year. And I just got started, right? The groceries helped me a lot because I didn't have to spend money in groceries. I'm planning to do the same in February. I'm planning to do January and February low spend month. Okay, so that's that. Now, the next challenge that I'm working on is the 100 envelope challenge. Now, some of you are doing, everybody has picked whatever challenge they thought that they could do, which is perfectly fine. There is no, you got to do this one because I'm doing this one. I'm challenging myself to save. That's my biggest thing. This is not a challenge against anybody else. This is a challenge for me against me. So that challenge has been saved. That is done. So I've done change. I've done my Black Queen. The next challenge that I have is my 100 envelope challenge. And I'm doing a random sort. I'm not doing $1, $2, $3. I'm doing whatever I have on me at the moment. So thus far, I laminated my dashboard. I have saved $1, $2, $4, $5, $10, and $24. That's how much money I've saved so far. So all of those particular denominations have money in them. I went to, where did I go? I went somewhere and I had a $20 bill and I spent some money. I went to the post office. And so this was the change that I had left. I have $10. So 2 5s, and I already have a 5 stuffed in, so I don't have to stuff in a 5. But I've got 10, 11, 12, 13. I have $14. Now I can break this up and do it. I can do a $6 and I can do an $8 because those two are not done. So that's what I'm going to do. In order to fill in that top part of my dashboard, I'm going to do $6 in one and I'm going to do $8 in another one. So I'm going to put that into my savings envelope. Now, a lot of people say, well, Shakima, I never have that much money. Well, I don't generally either, but I'm out here working, right? Y'all, I work a lot. And most people say, you just work too much. Well, I'm not married. I don't have a husband to tend to. My children are grown. I have time to work. And I do things that I don't have to leave my house to do. Although I'm not sure how many of y'all follow her, but Tabitha Brown, before she became famous, I don't follow her, but I just knew the story. Before she became famous, was an Uber driver. Ma'am, sir, you can do things that make you money. There's things out here. There are people who need childcare. Childcare is expensive. You can, if you're good with children, and you know people well enough, just be like, hey, I'm home at night, especially for somebody, a single mom who works at night. You're like, girl, I can help you out. Your baby can sleep here and you just pick them up in the morning. That can be a few little dollars because there are some childcare centers now that work 24 hours a day because of the people who work night shift that need somewhere for their children to be while they're at work because they don't have family, husband, spouse, whatever. So there's something you can do. I have a lady that comes to my house and she cleans my house. I'm telling y'all, people are like, oh, Shakima, you got a cleaning lady. I do not have a cleaning lady. I have a lady that will come ever so often and do the things I am not able to do. And I understand that she needs the financials. I need the help cleaning. So if I have the extra money, then I'm going to say, hey, can we do an exchange this week? You come over, clean for me, and I will give you these dollars, right? I didn't put that out on the channel because some people will be coming for me. Oh, you got a cleaning lady. My sister has a cleaning lady. She go to her house every single month. She does not come here. I am well able, but there are some days that I am not able to do certain things. And so I have to have the help. Now, I'm going to go back into my dashboard and I'm going to mark off the last two that I put in, which is 6 and 8. So I'm getting pretty much on my way to having level 1 done. I'm looking for my marker. It's somewhere. A change is going to come when I find my marker. Why? Why, friend? I don't know. Okay, I'll mark it later because I can't find my marker. But I'm 6 and 8, so that gives me, I'm getting pretty close to having level 1 done. After level 2, I'll be 50% of the way there. Done. I probably should put the little marker right here, a little marker thing. That might make sense. But then I can go back and I can calculate how much money I've saved. So what was $650 in the 2 envelopes? Then I've saved, who's counting for me? I'll do it on my phone. Where's Rachel when you need her? Come on, Rachel. Rachel helps me. Rachel helps me. Okay, 3 and 9, 12 plus 10, 34, 48. So I'm saving another $60 plus the $650. At this point so far, I've saved $710. Does that mean that everybody can save $710? It does not. But what I'm telling you is do what you can, because I'm determined to live a different life versus what I'm living now. Okay. Now, that was all the savings challenges. All those are done. Now it's time to jump over to the monthly budget. I am going to share with you my budget sheet just so you're able to see kind of what came in, what's going out, and all of those types of things. All right. So this is January 2024. I use the MYMT personal budget sheet. I found this online. I was doing a random search several years ago looking for something. This popped up, been using it ever since. It's not mine, doesn't belong to me. Excuse me. But it has helped me to be able to manage my coins. Now, my original payroll deposit is $3,307.72. Just the other day, I got a kid's deposit. So remember what I told you in North Carolina, there is no set day that they have to pay their child support. Now, my ex-husband gets, it comes out of his paycheck. I requested that because I know a brother. I requested it come out of his paycheck. So this week I might get something. Next week I might not get anything. The next week I might get 3 payments. North Carolina says as long as you receive your total amount by the end of the month, that's all they care about. They don't care when it comes. There it is. So this past week I got a deposit for $440.66. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to put this number on here, but I'm going to eventually take it off because, well, let me make some notes. So I got a child support payment. I'm going to put a note on here. When did I get this? Handy dandy calendar. Let me go back. Today is the 6th. The 3rd. So 1/3/24, I got $440.66. I just like to know. I keep a very good record because I don't want to not get all the things that are due us. And then I don't want to take advantage and then say, oh no, my ex didn't do what he was supposed to do. I keep a record just in case he needs that or in case I need it. Then I was sitting at my desk the other day working in my office and saw a PayPal come through. And I was like, PayPal, what's going on? Okay, girl. Well, one of my Paper Sunday link. So if any of you are into journals, planners, all those types of things that they actually customize, you can go to the Paper Sunday link in my bio or the link in my description box, and you'll find a link, my ambassador link for Paper Sunday. And I didn't really even know anybody who had used the link, and there was a deposit in there. That deposit came through for $111.59. So I had not planned on that, and I'm going to actually put this in. This was Paper Sunday, so I want to know which of my affiliate links are paying out, which was very good. Now, the other thing about Paper Sunday is I have been having some issues with automatic deposits. Sometimes it'll be 6 months, 9 months, a year, and I don't hear anything. And then if I go in and I'm like, oh, there's money in there. It's supposed to deposit every single month on a certain time. And there's some months I don't have anything in there. But I've had to call and say, hey, something is wrong here. Can y'all help me get my coins? But I did not have any expectation that money was coming in this month, but it did. And I was so very thankful that it did, right? Yes, I was. Okay, very good. All right, I'm just trying to follow the comments while I am while I'm doing this budget. So I'm just putting I got my phone up. Okay, very good. Let's see. Anything else came in? No, nothing else came in, but I will show you what I've already paid out thus far. The mortgage went out for $1,000. Well, my total income now with everything that's come in is $3,859.97. Out of that comes my mortgage, which is $1,000. My mortgage is regularly $892, but I pay $107.70 extra, which rounds that number out to $1,000. That's something that the Lord told me to do March of 2023. He said, Shakima, you're already used to paying $977.76. He said, just go ahead and round it up to $1,000. So $107 goes extra to my principal every single month. I make sure that I put it at the principal part so that they know that's a principal payment. That is helping me to pay off the loan sooner. That way I'm not incurring all that interest. Okay. The cell phone for myself and Jackson went to Shamika already. Okay. Now, some of my sinking funds I've already paid, but I'll go in and I'll put those in when I do the weeklies. Mr. Jerome, his actually was more than 120. I actually had to pay him $165, but he did quite a bit of work in the backyard. But I had gotten out cash earlier. So that's why it says 120. That's actually should say 165 for Mr. Jerome, and I'll fix it. Amazon Prime. Now, let me chat a little bit about Amazon Prime, because when the Lord wants you to be blessed, he makes ways for you to be blessed. That's all I'm telling you. If y'all don't believe me, you can, those of you who've been following me for a long time, y'all can chime in the comments. God has blessed me, but I only believe he has blessed me because I've been a good steward over my finances. I don't play with God and his money. I just don't. Well, you worked hard for it. Yes, I did, but he gave me the ability to have good health. And so around about the ways, it's his money. So I've been a good steward. So Amazon Prime, every single month, I save $13. This month, January the 18th is my renewal date. Now I have $164 in my Amazon account. That includes this month's sinking funds. So I already put it in. I have a friend who every year she gifts me Amazon Prime. So if she gives you Amazon Prime, Shakima, why do you save for it? Because I don't want to count on anybody for anything. That doesn't mean I don't count on people, but I don't want her to feel obligated. I use that Amazon Prime for myself, but because I help her do a lot of her ordering, she just gifts it to me. That's her choice. I've never asked her. I always have the money up front so that in case something happens, she's not able to do it, I have it. I've already chatted with her the other day and asked her, I said, hey, I've been saving my Amazon Prime money. I'm straight to pay it. She was like, no, ma'am, I'm gifting it to you. And I'm very thankful for that. But I have $164 in my Amazon account. So what am I going to do? That money is going to, on the 19th, which is when the payment will come out, that money is then going to go into my savings challenge. It is not free money for me to just spend. Woo, girl, just go to the spending spree. Nope, that's going into my savings challenges. So I'm at 710, adding another 164. That'll put me at $874 and some change, because it's a little bit of change in there. Right? So that's more into my savings. I'm trying to get these savings goals done. Okay. PureFlix, I already had paid that sinking fund. Health Wage Gym was $29. That's already come out. I just need to put it in. Jackson's Gym has come out. I need to put that in. Taxes, I have done taxes because I got a paper Sunday deposit. So I'll pay taxes off of that money. Child support, I tithe off of. So anything that's a one mom revenue, I do tax money, which is 15%, because I have to pay my taxes at the, when I do my taxes, I usually end up having to pay something. Perfectly fine. I've saved up enough money in my sinking fund that I should be able to cover. I saved it last year. I was able to cover last year. And my prayer is If I don't owe any more than I did last year, I'm going to have a nice little bit to be able to put into my savings for my baby step number 3. That's my prayer. Okay. Homeschool, I was able to get Jackson's money in when Dad sent the money. The camera, I was able to do the sinking funds. So some of the I got a conversation deposit. And so what I did with that money was put it to the sinking fund so I wouldn't have to pull it out of my paycheck. But that money was for November and December. It wasn't for January. But I still put it to my sinking funds. So that way I was not pulling out of my main paycheck those sinking funds, which was still just kind of out there waiting to be sank. Okay, that makes any sense. Went ahead and pulled out the grocery money. 100 of that I saved for my weeklies, and 300 went into savings. My summer groceries, I've already put that into my summer grocery fund. Grocery preps, I spent that money on preps. Moving down, I took out cash for haircuts. As you can see, I did get a haircut. So mom got a haircut now, just have to get Jackson a haircut. My P.O. box sinking fund, I have funded all my sinking funds. I just need to put them in. My supplement, that doesn't even count in this because I pay for that with my health benefits card. My vacation, I was only able to put in like $38 because that was all that was left after all the money. $38, that's what I had. I budgeted $50. I put $38 in. Well, I don't have all the money. Put in what you have. Make the sacrifice to put in what you have. I could have easily said, well, I just won't sink vacation this year. I meant this month because I don't have the whole 50. I'm going to California in a few months. I need all my money. That should give me $238 at least to spend on my kids, buy them a meal or something when we get to California. We're going 2 days before the wedding. We'll get there at night of the first day. So then the next day, of course, Shamika will have all the things she's got to do, but maybe I can take them out for a meal or something. I don't know, but I want to have money in that fund. So I'm not going to skimp on it, even though I don't have the full amount. What else? Miscellaneous for Jackson, I was able to put money in his account. Gracie and Gwenie, I was able to save $100 for them. Gas, I took out the $200 in cash. I did put my sinking fund for oil change. That was already done. Tires, I did that sink fund. Registration and license, that was already done. Okay, car replacement, sister match money. I don't need to have this up there anymore. I'm just going to make that a maintenance fund. Car replacement. I would love to have a Honda CRV or some type of a mid-sized SUV, even though I do have my car. Jackson's about to start taking driver's ed. And with Jackson taking driver's ed, once he does get his license, if I were able to save enough to do a small SUV, then I would be able to give Jackson my car, right? And it would be free. It would be paid for. He would have to pay something for that because sister had to pay something for her car. Nobody gets in nothing free around here, but it would be something to help him. And then I would be able to purchase me a new car because Jackson really is only going from here to school, and we only live 6 minutes from his school, his main school. When he goes out to the other school, it's about 30 minutes. Okay. Tithe thus far was $551. For my second ministry that we support, $276. That's just out of my regular paycheck. And then so far for baby step number 3, I have saved $710, right? Now that gives me, it says I have $1,012.97 left. Well, I haven't put in all of my things yet. So I'm going to go in to this first week, which is December 31st. Did it change, y'all? Y'all's didn't change, huh? Okay. I'll change it in a second. Oh, it did change. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. So now you see the weeklies. This is where I like to go in and put my stuff. So I know on Wednesday I got a child support payment. So let me go ahead and go down and fill in. I always start with my tithe first, just because I want to make sure the Lord get his money off jump. $45, then $23 went to there. Homeschool for Jackson, his clothing fund. If y'all see it, let me know. Probably down. Personal care. Nope. Okay, I'm missing it. Let me see. Okay, it's under taxes. Let me go back to find my taxes. Oh, there we go. Jackson got his $50. Every child support payment, the first one of the month, I always take $50 off the top and put it into Jackson's, what we call his clothing shoe fund. Now, we spent quite a lot last year, like in the last half of the year, because I wanted to make sure he had what he needed for the start of school. So we drained that fund down pretty low. And then he needed a coat for the winter, even though we had a coat in the garage. Didn't look in the garage, but there was a coat in the garage. It's okay. He's still growing. He's had a growth spurt. It's all good. But I wanted to make sure that he had what he needed to have. So I'm adding back to that account. Okay, Jackson, then I saved for Jackson, just in his regular savings account, because we're back to saving in his savings account. He gets $50. He gets $25 per child support. So the $440 is like 2 child support payments. So he gets his $50. Then I did, for savings, I did $270. Now, used to be, I would not take any of the child support money. I would just make sure I spend the groceries, whatever. I can reallocate that money and say it's for groceries if that makes me feel better. But I know having 3 to 6 months worth of emergency fund where something to happen, that my kids are going to benefit from that. So I was able to just take out some savings this time. Jackson's not doing any extracurricular sports. Sister takes care of all of her bills. So there was nothing extra that I needed to be able to use that money for. So I'd much rather put it into the baby step, just in case. Like, I've had to replace my dishwasher twice. I did the washer and the dryer got replaced. I had to replace my refrigerator. So just things happen. We just, in the kids' bathroom, I guess I can pay myself back, because in the household fund, in the kids' bathroom, because I had like $286 in my household fund, I had to totally use all that money, because in their shower, where they turn on the shower, it was leaking. And so one of the gaskets was gone, and I probably could have DIY'd it, but y'all, I'm not a plumber and I don't want to mess nothing up. So when we were on our Christmas vacation, I had to empty out that fund and spent the money for their bathroom. Very good, Shakima. Oh, I'm sorry. That's $272. Okay, very good. Now for my Paper Sunday money that came in. Oh, let me go back up, because I got to go back to find Mr. Jerome. So Mr. Jerome, I said Jerome in the house. Okay, he came to do some work for me. Actually, that was $50. So $170. I didn't have $45. I only had a $50 bill. So he got $5. Very good. Now the Paper Sunday money, this came in on, I'm just going to say Friday and live my best life, because it was Thursday maybe. So I tithe on that $12, and then $6 here. For taxes, because I have to pay taxes on this money, so I take out my taxes. I learned this from Kimmy from She's in Her Apron years ago. I never knew that, since I was called kind of like an independent contractor, that I had to pay my own taxes. But I was listening to one of her videos one day, and she mentioned it, and I was like, oh, okay, very good. I'm gonna start doing that. And since I've started doing that, I have not had it. I've been able to have that money there when I owed something, and just write my check or go online and pay it. Very good. Now for my business account, I actually I had to make one business purchase. So I'm gonna go back up here to household miscellaneous. And I'm going to put $15.59, because I had to make one. You're going to see a video that I had to buy something for, and I just used the business money, not my money. Normally, I would have just paid it out of my thing and called it a day. Then to be transferred into the business account, I put over $60 went to the business account. That's just going to be in the account for anything I need for the business. Now, okay, going back up, let's see what I missed, because I missed a few things and I want to make sure that I have put them in. Okay, cell phone is done. Household repairs, I think that was already done. I can look on here. Household repairs, I put in the $50. All right, what else did I have? The recycling renewal, but I think I took that out of something else. I don't think I took that out of this money. I'm taking that out. I don't think that came out of that money. I think it came out of something else. I'll tell you in a minute. Amazon Prime, I think that came out of something else. My Healthways Gym, 29. Jackson's Gym is 21. Those I know come out of my account. New camera sinking fund, is that on there? Okay, that came out of another account as well. Scrolling. Come on, do your scrolling. Okay, all those other things I think came out of the other account. Now, let me take you back to my main sheet. Okay, very good. I think this is absolutely perfect with the exception of that. That household miscellaneous might be the one thing, because this is actually almost spot on to what I have in my account. So I'm going to go back and put that household miscellaneous, because I definitely needed to make sure that I filled that account back up in case anything were to jump off crazy in this house. Okay, $50. Now, this is very true to form of what is left in my account. Okay, now, total so far, I've spent $3,533. I have left over in my discretionary account $326.97. That doesn't mean that money is going to stay there, because remember, I was supposed to use most of that money for sinking funds. But because a conversation came in, I was able to take all of that and chunk it to the sinking fund. So that saved me. What the baby steps tell us, I'm going to stop sharing this and come back to you guys over here. What the baby steps say to do is, once you look at the end of the month, so probably around the 30th, because we get paid the last working day of the month, the 30th, I'm going to look to see what's left, and that's going to shift over, with the exception of a few dollars, that'll shift over to my savings account, because I want to make sure that I'm still saving money. I'm not taking any money just to random spend. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. But anywho, y'all, it is now almost 6 o'clock. I got to go cut carrots, because we're having carrots for dinner, with dinner. Not for dinner, but with dinner. We are still doing our pantry challenge. We have a soup that we're using up tonight to finish up. We also have some carrots in the bottom of the fridge that I need to use. And so we're just trying to use up all the things. Please, please, please be diligent. Hey, y'all, everybody, if I didn't speak to you, I'm so glad to see everybody. Be diligent in your savings, because that's what we're doing. Oh, members on YouTube. I'm getting ready to establish a membership perk, which means all of my videos that are recorded, you're going to be able to see those several hours before they go live to everybody else. So that's going to be a small member perk. It's not a lot, but it's a small perk. As well as, don't forget, we have 2 members meetings, the 2nd and the 4th Saturday of every month. If you are a member and you don't have that link, just send me an email so that you can meet with us. Even if you don't want to do the budgets, we have, those of us who meet, we have established very good friendships, and we just enjoy being with each other. We just enjoy it. If that's something you want, if you're just supporting the channel and you don't need any of that, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I must go, because I got to get cooking here, because I've got at 9 o'clock, we're going to be live again for the Love Dare. So those of you who are joining me for the Love Dare, don't forget, that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have my results. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate. I am going to have my results from the love evaluation. And I have my book so that I can show you how I mark those results on my evaluation, from my evaluation in my book. Anywho, happy savings. Love all y'all. Do good things. Be kind to people. Extend yourself a little bit more than you think you can. Watch God do all the things. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all at 9. Okay, bye.